I find I'm a little uncomfortable with this video thing, so bear with me. When I was watching the presentations, I noticed that most of them seem to be in stage 1, which you would expect for a first session, which they all seem to be first sessions to me. The counselors were all using nonverbal cues, or relaxed posture, maintaining eye contact. They were certainly giving the client undivided attention, and that was all in effort to make the client comfortable, which they seem to be accomplishing pretty well. They were all using warmth and empathy. In one of the videos with the young man with the car accident, the counselor leaned forward and lightly touched him on the hand or the wrist. I found that to be a little risky because a lot of clients that I've worked with in the past don't like to be touched, and you don't know that at the time. So for a first session, that was pretty risky, I thought. Some of the counselors used the silences a little bit to encourage the client to continue. I think that they probably can be used more often than what we were shown in the presentation, because especially with a reluctant client, they may not know what they want to talk about, and maybe just paraphrasing what they just said isn't necessarily going to get them any further in that, whereas if you were quiet and just sat with them, they can sometimes figure that out. Again, I realize for the purposes of the presentation, we don't want a whole lot of long silences, but we did see some hints of them using the silences. I also noticed that these clients were so self-aware and so willing to participate that in some of the sessions, they actually touched on some things from stage 2 of the counseling process. And they were, delving into the background and, identifying the problem that they wanted to work on. And in the case of the young man with the accident, he was even hinting at the intensity and frequency that, of his problem. I don't think that happens a whole lot in first sessions, if indeed that's what these were to represent. But, again, I realize we don't want to see in a presentation, over and over and over a long, period of time of sessions just building up rapport and not really getting to the problem. But I think that happens quite often, especially with reluctant clients who might not want to be there. A lot of my clients are mandated to be there either by the courts or it's a step down from a mental hospital stay. And it takes a long time to, just in stage 1, but before you get much into stage 2. But I like these presentations. I thought that they, represented the skills that we've been discussing in the textbook pretty well. And so overall, I thought they were very representative. Thank you. Bye.